The Memory of Love, Chapter 51. On a plastic seat, in a row of others, Kai reads his most recent letters from Tejani. My brother, today is the first day I have a chance to write to you. It's been crazy busy. This is the first time in weeks I've even had half an hour to myself. I keep thinking I could email you and it would be so much quicker. But then I forget you have to go and wait who knows how long at an internet cafe. Man, I don't know how you put up with it. I can't believe you still have to write all the records at the hospital by hand. So I guess then we stay with what we know. When you come over here, we are going to take some time to teach you how to use a computer properly. But truth is, friend, I don't mind so much. Even though there is only one place in the whole town that sells airmail paper. It gives me time to breathe. So I'm sitting at a table in the kitchen. It's fall, as they call it here, and the weather is cold already. Man, once it starts, it eats into you. I need to get myself an attending position, or maybe a fellowship somewhere warm, Atlanta, where it feels more like home. I hear there are a lot of our people in that part of the country. Not sure Helena is so keen on the idea, though. She's working 2 jobs at 2 different care homes. She's a hard worker, and she's making good money. We are working towards that down payment. Helena says she wants to study, which I'm not saying I'm against. Only we are going to have to make a choice. The duplex or the college fees. So anyways, we need to talk about that. Hey, you know what I'm thinking? I see an opportunity to exercise a little leverage here. Persuade her to move south, where the real estate is cheaper. So you saw big, beautiful Mary, who's even bigger now. I take it, Mahmoud's the lucky man. Tell them both congratulations. Hell, I love that woman. Tell her that for me. I don't care if Mahmoud gets jealous. Tell him he only has her because I allowed him, and I might come back and take her away from him. So he better watch himself. Better treat her fine, because she's one fine lady. A nurse, sullen and avoidant, steps out of the doctor's surgery and resumes her place at her desk, at the far end of the room, without a glance at those waiting. Kai has been sitting there an hour already. The line moves at an interminable pace. A patient emerges from the doctor's office, followed by the doctor himself, who calls the next patient's name from his clipboard. A man with a large sore on his neck, covered in a cloth of strong-smelling herbs, rises. Everybody shuffles along the bench. Kai waits. He'd chosen this clinic because of its distance from work, having decided not to do his medical at the hospital. So far, only Mrs. Mara knows he is leaving. Coming here seems like the simpler thing to do. He returns to the last lines of Tijani's letter. When do you think you will get here? It seems to be taking a long time. You have to keep at them, man. Next thing you know, they've lost all your paperwork. I would have expected you to be out ready to book your flight anytime now. Another letter, dated some 3 weeks later. Hey bro, no point asking when you are coming. I guess it takes as long as it takes. No worries. The sofa is still here waiting for you. So, maybe you heard about what happened here in one of the primary schools. It was all over the news for 2 days. Some crazy guy with a machete went into a kid's playground and recess Monday, hacked a whole bunch of them and the teacher too. Bad stuff. Happens a lot here. So actually, maybe the foreign press didn't bother to report it. Anyway, the point of my mentioning it is this. Guess where they brought the wounded kids? Right here. There were 4 of them. I had been on duty for about an hour when the call came in. Man, you should have seen me. I was flying. Nobody else around here could work out where I learned the stuff. How a junior like me gained so much experience working wounds like that. I didn't say a word. Who would have believed me? If I said I learned it all during a war in Africa, in a country you never even heard about, one of the kids was DOA, but the other three made it through. The chief of surgery asked for me to come see her and offered her congratulations. How about that? The real bad news is Helena and I split. Guess it had been coming a long time. So there you have it. No big drama, no argument. She's looking for a place to move into. In the meantime, I'm sleeping most nights at the hospital, though I can stay here if I want. I guess it's easier not to. We had some good times together. I'm going to miss her. That's it for now. Cheers, man. T. P.S. If there's anything you need me to do at this end, let me know. And the last letter, Dear Kai, I feel like I should start the letters Dear Diary or something, because it feels like you are the only person I talk to. I don't mean literally because I talk to people all day, and I don't mean I don't have any friends. It is just there is talking and there is talking. You know what I'm saying, right? No, of course you don't. You were always the quiet one who drove the women crazy. I was the one used to think I had the gift of the gab, but the girls always went for you in the end. I've been forgetting to ask after Abbas, your kid cousin. How is he doing? He must be coming up for about 8 now. She can't believe it. Tell him hi from me. Remember me to his mother. When you come here, we should head up to Canada and pay your sister and your parents a visit. I should have gone before. Only working for those exams kept me occupied. We could hire a car and drive. I've been wanting to do that. See the Niagara Falls. Hey, how do you think it compares with our very own falls back home? We had some good times there. Apparently, there are people who go over the side of the Niagara Falls inside a wooden barrel. It's true, man. I promise you. I'm not kidding. And do you know those falls freeze in the winter? I started to plan our trip and I saw a picture, a photograph from 1911, frozen from top to bottom. The whole thing. There were people walking on the ice. Maybe we should go in the summer. Makes me laugh to think how excited I was the first time it snowed. I kept a jar of it in the freezer. Actually, I haven't done too much traveling. Money was short at the beginning. Also, my travel was restricted because of the way I entered the US. But it will be different for you. So now I guess I'm waiting. My friend, there's a lot to see just around here. My first few months, man, I went around with my eyes popping. I don't go out so much these days, but you can hit the town a few nights. I'm sitting here wondering why I haven't heard from you. Flash me and I can call you back. Or tell me when is a good time to call. It's expensive. I know, don't worry about the money. Let me call you. As soon as you get this letter, it will be good to hear your voice. Take care, man. Tejani. 3 times now, Andrea Fernandez Mount had written to remind Kai he needed a medical proof of his good health because the only remaining bar to his deliverance to the United States. She'd also written to tell him of his successful pass at the English proficiency test. So he thought to himself he could speak English after all. Well, that was always good to know. Kai turned the letters into a boat, an aeroplane, and a pineapple and placed them upon the windowsill in his bedroom. Mansa Ray, Kai folds Tejani's letters across the same dot line pieces, returns them to his back pocket and follows the doctor into the room. The doctor is a man in his 50s, gray-haired, dignified and tired. He reads the letter Kai had given to the nurse. If he is surprised by the content, it does not show. Take a seat, Kai says. How do you feel? He asks. Everything okay? Yes. No complaints? None. The doctor signs the bottom of a typed form and hands it to Kai. Is that it? Asks Kai. What more do you want? The doctor shrugs. Kai stands. The doctor follows him to the door and calls the next patient. In the street, Kai hails a taxi. Time is short. A cab pulls over and he checks the driver's route, squeezes in next to the other passengers. At the US Embassy, he drops down, enters the building, says to the Marine, Miss Fernandez, mount, please.